Hey guys, welcome back to the Daily Dreamer. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me for a dream. I apologize about the sound. I'm trying to figure that out. Seems the acoustics in this room is not uh, very flattering, if you will. But hang in there. We're trying to figure it out. Okay. So let's get on with these dreams, shall we? I wake up, come to, and I'm on a bus, and I'm super excited because as I look around, I see there's other entities with me. So we are going somewhere because we are all traveling in space, somewhere exciting, because there is chatter all around the bus. All right, so we get to the destination and it's gates. And as we are filtering through the gates, I notice that we are at a zoo of some sort. It seems like we are at a zoo of all types of different dimensions and worlds. There are all types of animals and animal enclosures that you can go interact with. We're talking multicolored animals, colors I've never seen before, huge, little ones, cuddly ones, mean ones. Although those were in a different whole other part of the zoo, of which I really didn't go too close to because I didn't really want to go near the angry, mean animals, if you will. Anyways, so there were many different shades of animals. There were many different types of animals, different entities, different experiences from different dimensions, if you will. Super exciting. However, I come upon one enclosure, and I happen to notice that it is an entity that is of human descent, and they are in like a huge hamster wheel, okay? And they are just, going to town, and they are just, it looks like they're exercising. Basically what it looked like. He had a towel as though he was, and maybe that's just what he was doing. But I continue on, and I happen to notice some others that are doing the same thing. They're each in their own enclosure. So they're not really being interactive with, as though, with the other enclosures were. These guys were all enclosed, so they couldn't hear you. They were just doing their thing. Some of them were in the wheel. Some of them were outside the wheel. It seemed like their wheel was broken. Some of them were really sad about that. They were just sitting there as though they were waiting for someone to fix it. Some were angry about it. Some were just downright just rude about it. They were screaming profanities and just going off. It didn't matter who was walking by. They didn't notice that. But they sure noticed that wheel being down. So anyway, as I look down, I happen to notice that there's a bunch of these humans or, people that were in these wheels. And I wondered, why so many of the same thing? It didn't really dawn on me until, well, I was with back to consciousness at that point. But I was left wondering, why so many of these people? What could it have possibly meant? So what happens? I wake up and I go into a meditative state to get some sort of answers for these dreams, and what comes up for me? Well, Socrates once stated, the secret to change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but building the new. Too often, that is what we love to do. We love to focus on all of the problems that we get hit with every single day. Or the same things that never change. It's always the same issue. Why is that? Why can we not seem to change what is going on up there to be able to change out here? Well, it's because we are focusing too much of our energy on the same old thing. That's what it is, folks. Focusing on your problems rather than solutions. Fighting the old. That is a well-known trap of thinking. We are not taught to sit there and focus on building new or solutions for problems. We're taught that we are always going to have problems each and every single day. But no one ever teaches us that building new ways for these problems can probably change our whole world. You have to understand reality creation. You have to understand what they call law of mechanics or law of attraction. Basically what that is just simply this. What you focus on is what you're going to attract. What you resist persists. So you have to be able to start sitting there and envisioning a better world for you as you want it to be. So how are you going to do that? You're not going to sit there and focus on the problems that you continuously have, because that's going to keep you in the same cycle. It's going to keep those problems coming back to you, because that's all you're ever worried about. No, you got to change your mindset, folks. You got to think of the solution to the problems and then start seeing them as opportunities. Opportunities for you to learn. It's the only way things are going to change for you. You are the creator of what you attract. That is why the number one golden rule for manifestation is simply this: focus on what it is you want, not on what you don't want. It's the law of attraction. One of the many ways that we remain anchored and fixated, if you will, on the problems is because we are often stuck in that victim mentality. Oh, it'll never change. Oh, it's the same thing day after day after day. Oh, I'm so tired of it. And what do? Put ourselves in a negative vibration mode. That's all we do, is remain fixated on the problems. So let's try to change that. Let's start by taking full responsibility of those problems. Once we're able to take full responsibility of what keeps continuously coming into our lives, when you're able to actually embrace yourself and these issues, well then, folks, you take full responsibility for absolutely everything at that point that comes into your life. And you know what that means? That means no more blaming, no more complaining, no more focusing on the problems. No, there are now no longer problems. No more focusing on what it is that you don't want. When a problem arises, don't go into the victim mentality of this is going to remain the same always. No. You just go, you know what? It's obviously an opportunity for me to learn. Let me figure out the solution and we can move on. And by doing that, by understanding your responsibility for everything that comes into your life, every problem, okay, up until the problems start changing, because your mindset will have been changed. But by understanding your responsibility for everything that comes into your life, you free yourself from the blame game, if you will, and you allow yourself into truly step into your true power now, because now you're able to change the problems. It's by understanding and learning these experiences are abound all day long, just as the adventures are. It's understanding that nothing that comes into your experience is nothing that doesn't come in by your invite, by your thoughts. That is the law of attraction. Understanding the law of attraction is deeply understanding the fact that you fully accept that you are responsible for everything, whether or not you understand the reasons for it. But it is there because of your thought. That is understanding it. That's the law of attraction, folks. The more that you are aware, the better off that you will be. Because when you take responsibility, then you actually start to become aware. When you become aware, now you're able to effectively make a change for yourself. Because now you can focus on the solutions for those problems or learning experiences. And you don't sound like the same old broken record. Oh my gosh, woe is me, it will never change. Only with this awareness will change actually ever happen. If you are aware of this, folks, you can wake up, you can change your future. Your thoughts are your reality. It's your only magic wand you got in this third dimensional world. So how are you going to deal with it? You're going to stay stuck in the wheel? You're going to remain fixated on the fact that the wheel's broken? Let's figure a way out. The path to a better world has little to do with worrying about the injustices of the past or fighting the old same problems and patterns. It is all about interpersonal growth, all about focusing and envisioning on building the new. It's time to let go of your fear, guys. It's time to move forward to the future that you know that you deserve. It's actually time for you now to sit with yourself. Give yourself some inner love. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for what you can't seem to let go of. If you want to get out of the mental anguish that you face every single day, if you want to get out of the feelings of suffrage and mental anguish, then the first thing you got to do is you got to sit and you got to forgive yourself. You got to tell yourself that you love yourself. I mean, you got to sit and tell yourself how much you are appreciated. How much do you love yourself, folks? Is it worth taking the 5 minutes a day to tell yourself that? Well, I think that it is. So you should try doing that. All you're doing by holding on to fear and resentment is keeping energy that does not serve the highest good for yourself or anyone else for that matter. Releasing all of these resentments and unconditionally loving and forgiving yourself and forgiving and loving everyone, it has the power to transform your world if you only gave it a chance. Even Mr. Fritz agrees. You know, perhaps the greatest gift from all of this experience is that it's going to be able to provide you with the fact that you will get complete clarity and knowing who it is and what it is that you want to be. It's going to give you clarity and understanding what type of world you want to live in and give you the intention to make it happen. Folks, until next dream, thanks so much for joining me for the Daily Dreamer and many blessings to you.